Good morning, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Tuesday, October 5th, 11 a.m. Mountain Time 2021. The forecast is showing snow, and that's the big story. Flooding, stormy weather forecasts across the southeast as parts of California and the Rockies to see snow. Keep calm. It's boom time. Hail pounds Disneyland amid bizarre weather in Southern California. Fairbanks sees significant early season snow event. Now, this is following the earliest snow event in Fairbanks history. Do we see a pattern here? Cleveland's winter forecast includes shivering temps and lots of lake effect snow. And above average snow and cold is also predicted for New England, according to AccuWeather. Heads up, Boston. The Northern Hemisphere snow mass, well, the season has begun, and the graph opened 250 gigatons a month earlier than normal. So, is that a sign of the things to come? Perhaps. Last year we were above average and only hovering at average for about a month, above average the entire year in snow mass for the Northern Hemisphere. In fact, 700 gigatons high at the peak. Those are the facts. Flash flood threat across the southeast. Record heat and fire weather concerns for the northern plains. Heavy rainfall will bring flash flood threats across the southeast through Thursday. Meanwhile, record heat and dry gusty winds are expected today in the northern plains, where critical fire weather concerns are forecast. And snow coming soon. Now, Environment Canada issues snowfall warning for the British Columbia Peace and Pine Pass. Wow. And they can, well, that could rhyme with a lot of things. A snowfall warning has been issued for the BC Peace and Pine Pass area. The warning says some areas near the Rockies could see 20 centimeters by Wednesday morning. Most of the region will see 5 to 10 centimeters of snow. And we do have the models, so let's look at those totals up there. Through the third week of October, we're up in the white here, which is 4 feet of snow in British Columbia. And there's just that first event. Coming through 5th, 6th, 7th, there's the first event. And then we're going to have some snow here Saturday, Sunday, October 10th, moving into Colorado and the Rockies into Monday morning. Here's Tuesday. That's your lose day, Wyoming. And just look at this snow pattern. Snow even moving into the Sierras as early as Saturday, October 9th. That's just in 4 days. So this pattern is looking quite moist and quite snowy. The global warming goodness has begun to fall. Hail and winds lash Melbourne suburbs. Take a looky there. They're headed into ding ding the summer, and they're getting hit. Victoria hit by significant hail and damaging winds. This is after Melbourne was hit with a bout of spring hail on Monday. Not a fun time there in the Australia, which many people told me that this winter was quite unique, to say the least. In the days of catastrophic global warming, the South Pole just suffered its coldest winter in recorded history, which is really close to Australia. So something is afoot here. Contrary to the mainstream media's agenda-driven narrative, the South Pole has been suffering unprecedented cold this year. And I bet you didn't know that. And so come take a look at some of these. The ice extent here, that's not what we need, the Arctic ice extent. We do need the South Pole information. Batista points out that for June, July, and August, and September, the average temperature for each month finished up below minus 60 C, a phenomenon that has occurred in just 3 previous occasions. And these are all back in the 70s. And that was during, well, the Ice Age scare. Remember Leonard Nimoy's thingy there? I do. Seismic update. No quakes of note. Slight uptick on the west coast of the U.S. Some rumblers over here in Afghanistan, which is probably crumbling some homes. We would also like to point out that there is an interesting rumbler up here in Switzerland, 4.3. Not your usual type of seismic event in that region. But other than that, no other quakes of note. The Palma Volcano eruption, already the biggest on the island in more than 100 years, eclipsing the last 2 from this Cumbre Vieja volcano. The eruption continues without significant changes this morning, with the lava fountaining at the main vent ash rising 2 to 3 kilometers and slowly drifting southwest, as well as a new lava flow from the now breached crater. Already now, with only little more than 2 weeks of activity, it is significantly bigger than the two previous eruptions on the island during the past 100 years. The volume of erupted lava was estimated at 80 million cubic meters last Friday, and now probably more in the range of 100 to 120 million cubic meters, surpassing the eruptions of San Juan in 49, which is 55 million cubic meters, and Teneguilla in 71 with just 43 million. In fact, it's bigger than both of them combined. And they have an excellent graphic here that we'll share with you here, and we'll also share with you over at Magnetic Reversal News tomorrow. And here we see the 2021 fissure eruption, the 1949 eruption, and La Bombilla. And this is where there are currently structures out here on this lava shelf that we see when we watch bushcraft bear videos, bushcraft bear on the volcano. And here's the 1585 and the 1712. So the 2021 eruption is sizing up to be the largest in a very, very long time. Now, another interesting uptick. Kreisvik volcano in Iceland. Intense seismic activity, more than 1,000 quakes. We were the first to report on it 3 days ago, and now everyone else is picking up on it. And luckily, over here, we're at Iceland at the Reykjanes Peninsula. And here is the latest update from Iceland Geology from October 2nd. I'll leave you links to that on the ongoing earthquake swarm at Kelir, which is Kreisvik. And we can see here some large rumblers. In fact, magnitude 3 or greater happening within the last 24 hours. And in fact, there's a bunch of them. But the activity is dropping off now. But what is going to happen in Iceland? Well, we all know what's going to happen in Iceland. There will be an eruption. We predicted it 3 years ago that these will be the sign of the times. And we're either looking for an eruption up here in Askja, Grimsvötn could potentially go off, and now Kelir, which is part of the Fagradalsfall system, which is currently erupting and has kind of died down. So we could see a second boom coming from down here, while one of these two go boom, or all three, the trifecta in Iceland, could possibly happen this year. Oh, 3 hours ago, we were all psychic. Who knew? Well, now you do. Now, here's the latest solar comparison so we can get up to speed with what's happening with solar cycle 25. And now, 14 months in, it is not looking like any of the predictions of this being bigger than the last 3 cycles or anything like that is happening. In fact, it is shadowing cycle 24, which was one of the lowest in the last 100 years. So we are in grand minima. We continue to deepen, and you continue to be psychic. Dr. Roger Higgs exposes the breathtaking scale of NASA Hadkrut temperature fixing fraud. Now, NASA and NOAA have been cooking the books for the last decade in their favor to make it appear as if anthropogenic global warming is real, to set policy and to drain your pocketbooks while they destroy the world as we know it. But Dr. Roger Higgs wants to get to the bottom of true science, and manipulating data is not part of that game. Now, his newest ResearchGate contribution, comprised of 4 simple slides, it's just a 15-minute read, providing beyond a doubt that the sun governs climate, is a must read. And we'll leave you links to Cap Alon's synopsis of this with links you to the actual ResearchGate, and take a look for yourself and get up to speed on the obvious correlation of sun and temperature in the last 1,000 years. One other thing, a new study says cosmic acceleration and dark energy don't exist. Well, they could have just asked us about a decade ago, and we could have told them that. But that's a boom. Now, this is after an Oxford scientist claims, and this is an Oxford scientist writing the paper, that a Nobel Prize winning conclusion is wrong. And we've known on this channel, and we've never been anything other than that dark energy, dark matter, black holes, and the Big Bang are all fairy tales, not science. That's a boom. The knowledge. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. In a dystopian world where you got to come to Diamond's channel to get information, well, we're glad you're here. Thanks to all our one-time donors, our Patreons, the heroes that share this video. We love each and every one of you. That's a boom. Be safe.